And here you have it. One of my clients was able to remove all the inquiries by using this method. Listen, have you ever applied for a credit card, a loan, even business capital, and you got denied, even though your credit was in a good space? I'll tell you the reason why you got denied. The hard inquiries on your credit report is the reason. Most people think that hard inquiries are stuck on your credit report for 2 full years and there's nothing that they can do about it. And I'm here to let you know that's not entirely true. And if you know, the right ones know that they can be gone in the matter of days, maybe even a few hours. No expensive credit repair agency, no sketch tricks, no free inquiry removal packet PDF that you bought online. You don't need any of that. You know why? Because in today's lesson, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step process on what you need to remove these inquiries so you can start getting approved for all the loans and whatever else you need so you can move forward in your life. So what I want you to do is go grab your pen and paper, and without further ado, let's dive in. All right, ladies and gents, I'm going to show you step by step on what you need to do to remove these inquiries, but you need to understand this first before anything. Everybody always wants to go just remove literally everything, and this can cause you serious harm down the line. So just hear what I have to say, please, I promise you. Because you have to understand what you are looking at, because this is the most important part that people skip, and again, it costs them. There are 2 types of credit checks, okay? There's hard inquiries, soft inquiries. And the hard inquiry happens when you apply for new credit card, like I said in the beginning, a loan, line of credit, mortgage, anything. And this can sit on your credit report for up to 24 months, right? Cool. But here's what nobody's telling you. Pretty much after 6 to 12 months, FICO stops counting that towards your score. Lenders can see it, but after a year, it's no longer really pulling your number down. And again, really at that 6-month mark. A soft inquiry, on the other hand, is harmless, okay? You're getting your credit softly pulled every single time. It probably got pulled while you're watching this video and you don't even know it. So forget about the soft inquiries because you can't see them. Worry about the hard inquiries because that's the target. And here's the most important part, okay? Well, the next most important part. By law, under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, a company must have your permission to run a hard inquiry. So if there's an inquiry on your credit report that you never really seen or authorized, then you pretty much have the right to have it removed, okay? That means that person didn't have no business really going after your credit, okay? Just saying that. So this is what we need to do as far as step 1. This is gonna be pulling your report and knowing what to fix, okay? The first thing that I need you to do is go to MyFreeScoreNow.com. The reason why I'm telling you to go to MyFreeScore Now is because of this, ladies and gents. You can go to Credit Karma, you can go to Annual Credit Report, but sometimes they don't show you literally everything. There's a reason why it's free, okay? But with MyFreeScore Now, what they do is they show you everything side by side. They'll show you literally what's going on in your credit report, whether you have a negative, anything. And it's easier to locate all the inquiries, so you're not sifting through a bunch of different papers trying to write down which inquiry you have. So again, click the link below, get MyFreeScore Now's credit report, get the subscription. It's worth it. Again, this is an investment so you can make your credit better. Just do it. Now again, once it's open, scroll down to the inquiry section. It should be all the way at the bottom. You go through every hard inquiry on there. Write down the name of the company and the date next to each other so you can pretty much know what you don't recognize. The next thing that you're going to do is organize them by bureau, okay? So that means Experience inquiries, Equifax inquiries, TransUnion inquiries, okay? So this one habit is going to save you a ton of time when it's go time. Now with step 2, I'm going to save you a lot of headache, okay? Because if you get this wrong, you can really hurt yourself. Listen to me carefully. Do not dispute any inquiry tied to an open account, okay? Rewind that if you have to hear it again. An inquiry that's connected to a credit card, sometimes even an auto loan that's fresh, still open and active. If you dispute it, it can trigger the whole account to be closed, okay? And losing a positive aged account is the last thing that you want. I'm telling you right now. So many people ignore this, they do it, and then they come calling me like, what happened? You know what happened. This stuff is still building your credit. You don't want to lose your credit card because if they close that account, you don't get to use your credit card anymore. I'm not saying they're going to repo your card, but sometimes they can still close that account out. You don't want that. Again, so here's how you check. Look at the date of the inquiry that it was pulled, and then look at your open accounts, okay? If that account was open pretty much the same date or in that same week, it's pretty much that inquiry is connected to that, okay? We only go after inquiries that we don't match to an open account. The ones that you don't recognize. And one tip I just want to state also, Start with the inquiries less than a year old, because remember, the other ones aren't really dragging your score down. So just removing them just gives it a better bump, if that makes sense. I'm telling you right now, it's worth it. Now, here's the bigger picture. Cleaning up these inquiries in one piece, but cleaning up your profile is really another thing. And this is what we do to get people approved for real business capital down the road. So again, inside the Everhart Capital program, if you have a 700 credit score or higher and you're looking for $50,000 to $300,000 in capital so you can start or scale that business, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you get the right banking connections, walk you through the whole process, and get you those approvals that you're looking for. So what I want you to do is click that link down below. Even if you just have inquiries on your credit report, we can clean that up and move you to the next side. But enough about that. Let's get into the next section. All right, now with this section right here, before you make a single call, ladies and gents, there is one optional step that can dramatically raise your success, okay, your success rate. And when you dispute, okay, the big three don't always investigate on their own, okay? They cross-check with the smaller third parties. More like sometimes LexisNexis, SageStream, and Innovis. Not all companies do this, but some of them actually do, so it doesn't hurt to do this. If you freeze those third-party bureaus first, the big three have no way to verify the inquiry. And if they can't verify it, they have to remove it. I've actually made a full video breaking down exactly how to freeze those credit bureaus. You know, I'll link it down below somewhere, but I'm telling you it's going to be helpful because it pairs perfectly with this. Freezing can take anywhere from 24 hours, really up to 30 days, but just really maybe 24 hours. So if you rush and skip this, then sometimes it's not worth it. So just do this just for it, just in case. Now, with step 3 is all about taking action bureau by bureau. Now it's go time, okay? And this method splits depending on the bureau. So listen to me closely and listen to this part carefully. Let's start with the easy one, okay? Experian. I would say it's easy, but it has become a little harder because people like me, people on TikTok and everything just keep talking about removing inquiries. So just understand that it is the easiest, but sometimes it can be a little challenging. But just stay with the course, hear me out. A lot of times they'll handle it while you're still on the phone, okay? So when you call, you have to choose the personal route. And when the system asks why you're calling, just say representative or skip the robot to speak to a live person. Sometimes this works, sometimes this doesn't work. That robot is really, really, really annoying. Sometimes you have to hang up and call back, okay? And I will drop the number somewhere, you know, in the diagram, but understand that it's definitely worth it. When you speak to a representative, it gets way easier, okay? So please just stay the course. Because your goal is to reach the special services department or fraud department, and they're the only team that can remove inquiries on the spot. So once you're with that team and you verified your identity, be clear and specific. Tell them that you have hard inquiries on your credit report that you don't, that you didn't authorize, you don't know where they came from, and you want them removed. And then read off the name and dates for each one. They should confirm the removal within 24 to 72 hours. If a rep doesn't want to help, which sometimes they don't, politely hang up and then try to call back and get a different one. And I would say try to call maybe early mornings. It's a little easier from what I've seen and what I've done. Sometimes calling them in the afternoons is like a way longer, hold period. Now, in this section right here, we're going to be talking about TransUnion and Equifax because it is a little tougher. A phone call usually doesn't always cut it. For those two, it is more so a two-step paper trail. Okay, not saying you can't call them and actually get somebody off, but sometimes it takes way longer than what Experian has. Now with step 1, this is only, disclaimer, this is only for people where you don't actually authorize or recognize the inquiry, okay? Now, if you click something that said you authorize them to pull your report, I'm not gonna tell you to do a federal crime. It's for people that actively don't recognize this. But for step 1, you're gonna file an identity report with identitytheft.gov, okay? And you're gonna issue all the inquiries that you don't authorize, that you didn't authorize or recognize. You're gonna list each one and you already have the dates. Make sure you download that PDF and that's your official affidavit, okay? Step 2, you're gonna go to the CFPB, which is, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and you're gonna file a complaint with each bureau, okay? And this, you're gonna describe any unauthorized inquiries that we were talking about, and you're gonna reference the FCRA section, okay? And when you utilize that law kind of tells it to block and remove those inquiries within the first couple of days. Now listen to me carefully. You're going to attach a copy of the The identity theft report, you're going to put a picture of your photo, ID, utility bill, and also a picture of your SSN number, okay? Put all those to verify you are who you say you are. And also, just for extra, upload a copy of the credit report, just how it shows those inquiries on your credit report. So then the CFPB is going to do the investigation and try to get it removed off the report as well. And that's going to be the best thing for you. And then I would say probably call TransUnion or Equifax, I would say maybe 24 hours after, to see if they actually got the CFPB report and see if everything is going to get off the report as well. Now, you still might come into an issue where certain people might not want to help you. Politely hang up, call back, and get this done. The reason why is because you want to get this done yourself. You're going to have to do this, okay? So let's recap. Know the difference between hard and soft inquiries, okay? You're going to pull your report and list the inquiries that you don't recognize. Never touch ones that are tied to an open account. Freeze the hidden bureaus if you have time, and then you're going to go for Experian first, TransUnion, Equifax with the CFPB or a written letter. That's going to help you the best way because they need paper trail to know that this is accurate. Now, with that, sometimes inquiries are the least of people's problems. Sometimes they have other problems. So this is where I want to talk to two separate groups. Let's say you have inquiries on your credit report, but you also notice you have collections, late payments, charge-offs. We got to get all of that removed, and a simple call is not going to do it. What I want you to do is click the link below right now to sign up for a credit repair consultation. What we're going to do is we're going to map out the issue of what's going on in your credit report. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to remove every single negative on your credit report so we can move you to the other side as quick as possible so you can get that auto loan, home loan, business funding, whatever it is. Depending on how bad your credit report is, we're going to tell you where you are so you're not blindsided and you're just sitting there not knowing what's going on. So again, click that link below if you need your credit repaired. Now, for all of my people that have a 700 credit score or higher, but you just have some inquiries on your credit report, don't worry, I got you, because what I want you to do is, again, click that link below to sign up for a capital consultation. We're going to make sure everything is set up properly, removing those inquiries, making sure you have the right banking connections, making sure the entity is set up properly, even your personal credit, so you can get approved for these $25, $50, $75, even $150,000 to $300,000 in business capital. Okay, I just helped somebody get over $150,000 with an SBA loan, and then I've also helped a few people get $150,000 to $200,000 at 0% interest. So if that interests you, again, click that link below. Overall, I just wanted to show you guys basically what you need to really get to the next step. And if you follow these steps correctly, you'll be able to get to the next spot as far as not having any issues with inquiries and getting denied. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope this helps one of you guys. And if you have any issues, list your issues down below of what happened when you called the bureaus and when you submitted a letter. And I'll see if I can help you in the comment section to help you move forward. Again, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. And until next time, ladies and gents.